With every street, every corner of the city having a story to tell, the city has earned the nickname City of Joy for its soulful embodiment of culture, love, mystery, respect, enthusiasm, and definitely some amazing sweet delicacies. Kolkatans know how to enjoy, be it Durga Puja, Christmas, or New Year celebrations. Today it's a city with a traditional soul, colonial architecture, cultural festivals, lots of car honking, and obviously street foods. So come along, I am going to show you my favorite highlights of this unique city. Let's start our journey with the blessings of Ma Bhabatarini of Dakshineshwar Kali Temple. Dakshineshwar Kali Temple, one of the holiest places of Eastern India and one of the most visited places in Kolkata. Now, when you will reach the temple, first you need to submit your bags, luggages, shoes, mobile phone in the respective counters. You are only allowed to take your wallet, nothing else. There is no entry charges allowed, but for keeping your things you need to pay rupees 5 for each counter. Camera and phone is not allowed in the temple premises. If you want to click pictures, you can take it from the back or beside the temple as we did. There are 12 shrines dedicated to Shiva, Kali's companion. Along the riverfront, a temple to Radha Krishna and a bathing ghat on the river, and a shrine dedicated to Rani Rashmani. Dakshineshwar Kali Temple is also the divine site from where Narendranath Datta emerged as Swami Vivekananda, a global spiritual leader who empowered the entire world in 1893 with his historic speech on universal harmony at the World Parliament of Religions in Chicago. It is 10.5 meter wide and 340 meter long arc-shaped glass and steel skywalk with 8 staircases, 4 lifts and 14 escalators takes visitor from Dakshineshwar railway station to the temple's main gate and enables them to get up and down at multiple points. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose International Airport, which connects Dakshineshwar, is the nearest one. By train you can also reach there. Dakshineshwar is a railway station on the Shialda Dankuni section, so most local trains, especially the Dankuni locals from Shialda, stop here. Now let's go to Prinsep Ghat. For those who wish to experience Kolkata in its sacred essence must definitely come here at least once during their visit. Though there are a number of ghats in the city, this one particularly remains people's favorite owing to the spectacular view of its surrounding. Coming here you can see the architecture that despite being worn out has plenty of charm. Just beside the place lies a beautiful park where you can get a nice motor-free boat ride around the blues of the Hooghly, enjoying the views of Hooghly Bridge from there. It is said that the evening sunset in the place is one of the best things to see and experience in Kolkata. Bengalis and Kolkatans are by nature romantic. They love to recite Rabindranath Tagore whenever they got chance. According to us, Prinsep Ghat is one of the most romantic places in Kolkata. Located along the banks of the beautiful Hooghly River, the memorial was built in the memory of James Prinsep.
Now it is the time for Victoria Memorial. Victoria Memorial is one of the famous and beautiful monuments of Kolkata. It was built between 1906 and 1921 to commemorate Queen Victoria's 25-year reign in India. After the Sepoy Mutiny of 1857, the British government gathered the reins of control of the country directly, and in 1876 the British Parliament made Victoria the Empress of India. Her reign ended with her death in 1901. This huge white marble museum made from Makarna marbles from Rajasthan is filled with a vast collection of remnants from the period of British Empire rule in India. The memorial is situated on 64 acres of the land, with the building covering 338 feet by 228 feet. The memorial's grandeur at a height of 200 feet is accentuated by the serenity that engulfs you in its corridor. The grandiloquent structure presently houses a museum of British India memorabilia, like a large collection of oil paintings and watercolors by famous European artists. The Royal Gallery is a storehouse of oil paintings of Queen Victoria receiving the sacrament at her coronation in the Westminster Abbey in June 1833. Her marriage with Prince Albert in 1840, the christening of Prince Wales, the marriage of Prince of Wales with Princess Alexandra and others. And at last, the beautiful Howrah Bridge, carrying its own heritage.